Appreciate y'all checking in with No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Happy Saturday, fam bam. I trust y'all are doing well around these hoes. Today we talking about Donald Trump deputizing federal officers to fight crime. And motherfuckers blaming Chicago for the reason that is going on. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to fuck with my Teespring. Got shit like that on that ass. Thank you for all the orders. Everybody that's supporting this line, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank y'all. I'm saying, pull up to a motherfucking Black Lives Matter protest and get these motherfuckers out free. I'll fuck around and do that shit. Put it on record for y'all so y'all can see me do it. It's just that important. Black reparations matter. Fuck with my Teespring. You'll see the link in the description. Don't forget to fuck with that. I don't like mayo shirts, because, you know, motherfuckers know I don't fuck with mayo, dog. Period. You can get the fuck out. Don't forget to fuck with your black agenda politicians. Today we're highlighting Kofi Changamire. His picture came up in the flip and flipped out to another piece of the flip. But okay. Just on his Twitter, he's highlighting these people called the NAARC. Y'all know, narc, motherfuckers who we don't really fuck with. It's Mark Thompson's people. You calling me a coon? You calling me a coon? Weak ass Mark Thompson. What up, weak ass Mark Thompson? Cooning ass nigga. Mark Thompson, you know what I'm saying? His people, narc, guess what they're doing? They non-productive ass. They got a fucking GoFundMe for guess what? Reparations. You heard right, a fucking GoFund for reparations. And guess what their goal is for reparations? You know, I've talked to y'all about how narc, they all about that donate button on their site. I've talked to you, they all about collecting donations from people. Not about mobilizing towards getting reparations. And they trying to collect $250,000 for paying reparations. So yeah, they're the laughing stock of the motherfucking Twitter world, as we see. Just to make that clear. What type of shit, man? You know, if we got reparations, Mark Thompson and narc, y'all know, at the minimum, if we went for the minimum values of the 21 trillion, those kind of values, don't you know we'd be getting over 300,000 per person? That's per person. Just some thought for your bitch ass. But anyway, let me check out the shit at. I know we on with the shit at. Okay, yeah, there we go. I see some folks. Yeah, there we go. Subon, what's good? Joseph Johnson, what's good? Let me do this real quick, man, since I got some folk in the shit at. How y'all doing this beautiful Saturday? Hope y'all are good, peeps. Everything good out here in the TX. Keeping it kosher. Let me do that. There we go. See the chat working, everything looking good, everything working fine. I'm liking how it's looking. So like I said, man, today we talking about Trump. And y'all know that he announced this week that he's deploying these federal, I put in big quotes, federal law enforcement officers in cities where the defund the police protest is going on. He's calling it Operation Legend or Lejean, named after that little black boy in Kansas City, Missouri, who got shot last month. Oh, opportunist ass motherfucker, bitch ass motherfucker. He pulled a Mike Bloomberg on niggas, like what Mike Bloomberg did with George Kemp, and had his mama on the Super Bowl ad and shit, trying to basically capitalize off black pain. These fucking suckers out here, suckers like Trump, suckers like fucking punk ass Bloomberg. We know what the fuck going on in the mix here. Let me yeah, so this dude, he basically says, you know, he wants to make this kind of move in the face of people saying defund the police. His mind state is, oh, you want to defund the police? I'm finna bring in the federal police. That's what this shit is. So this is white supremacist society playing checkers. Like I said in my last video, they've really been on some checker ass behavior, not chess as of late. Let me pull this up so we can check the thread of just punk ass Trump. Crazy ass, bitch ass motherfucker. Alright. And he's also flying this narrative of this is to fight crime. But what he's being evasive about is that these are potentially going to be no name, no badge wearing motherfuckers that he's sending in, like we've seen in cities like Portland, like we've seen in DC. And that in itself is a direct affront to black society. We need to be watching that. Anybody black in these cities that he's named, he named Portland, Detroit, Chicago, and Albuquerque. It might have been some more he tossed in there. I read through his report. Those are the ones that he pulled up in his little speech or whatever. They made a transcript of it on the little government site or whatever, White House site. But yeah, black folk, anybody black in these cities, y'all, this is what we need to be looking out for. Because it's not just going to be in these crime environment areas as they try to frame it up as. It's going to be anybody black that's in the fucking state to where this shit is going on. We need to be checking this shit out. Because this is going to probably expose us to, and possibly expose us to, a bunch of no-name, no-badge motherfuckers cosplaying as if they're federal police and acting up and shit like that. That's what I'm looking at. We're already seeing reports of the federal police, as they call them, arresting people who aren't on federal grounds, not fucking with nothing federal, right? Not doing crimes against federal properties and shit like that. They getting gaffled up. So already doing unfederal shit. I mean, and just 15 or 16 or 17 hours ago, some of the first casualties of this shit, I'm going to say casualties, some of the first fruits of this whole deployment is, you guessed it, black men. They went and gobbled up 3 black men in Chicago for some gun shit. So they already on the fuck shit. They already clicking on the cylinder of go fuck with black men. This is what they're going to start doing. This is what they're in the motion of doing. They already fucking holding up trophies behind this shit, okay? So we got to be ready for this shit. We got to be ready for the bullshit that's going to creep up out of this thing and the anti-black wave that this is going to send in these areas. We already know about these anti-black chaos agents and vigilantes and all these different motherfuckers that's running up in black areas wearing silicone masks and all this shit, doing crimes, doing all kind of shit, creating chaos, shooting people, all this kind of stuff. Stuff that we've caught them doing. Right? So their type, these cosplay fucks, yo, they don't need no further license from nobody, especially somebody upon high like a fucking president, to be stoking any sense of legitimacy in them that they already think they have already type shit. We don't need that shit. We already talked about how hordes of these white supremacists being like their whole families, these workaday white supremacists, white males, white females, and their white supremacist children. They be training every week upon week, going to retreats, learning how to shoot, learning how to do roadblocks, learning how to do extractions, shit like that. All in the context of them doing urban warfare. We've seen this shit, right? Y'all notice that. That's a term that gets repeated a lot. We've seen that a lot ad nauseum in the white militia circles, in the white supremacist prepper circles that I've talked about. I brought them up before. Urban warfare, right? That's just code for them ambushing and attacking black people at random, right? And we're going to be seeing these people, man. That's just the real of it. And a side note, the point I want y'all to think about. I don't care what nobody says, because this is something that was on my mind. Like, these motherfuckers, you know, they train in doing all these different types of ops and shit. These little family retreats and shit. They be doing all this shit that they call defense shit, right? And it dawned on me like, man, this is some common sense shit, but a lot of people don't even look at this shit, right? Like, so we talk about, you know, common sense will tell you, like, anybody training and doing certain shit, like extractions in particular, that was the one thing that I was like really just like, yeah, that's a blatant con that they pulling over people. Something like an extraction, that shows that these people that do this, they're not operating on some Second Amendment gun type defense type shit. Doing extractions where you remove somebody from a premises, that's not a defensive move. That's an offensive move. You understand? These motherfuckers, these white supremacists, man, with their militias and whatnot, they go to these encampments and have all these makeshift homes that they'll run up in and practice these fucking drills for real, right? Yo, they be doing obstacle courses behind running up in people's homes type shit. The goal of it is to try to penetrate a premises and go in somewhere, a territory where you're not from, and extract something out of it, take something out of it, namely a person or certain things, right? That's not a damn defense move. You understand? And they've been practicing this shit for years. But the folks in dominant society who've grown acclimated to preying on us at different times, they got this obsession with urban warfare and whatnot. And those type of people are going to be mixed in with this no-name, off-brand federal police deployment type shit that's going to be going on. Y'all can count on it. You bet your life on it. And the specter of crime in the area, we talk about this specter of crime in the area, they use that as a license. They're going to use that as a sweeping banner to move these federal police through our cities and shit. Trump basically said, hey, look, I'm giving out an open white supremacist dog whistle. Put on your best cosplay suits. Here's a list of the defund the police cities that I'm mad at, because that's what he mad at. Now go through and do whatever you want to the people there. So, you know, what do we do? What do we do? So me, I got a couple suggestions since we talking. I got a couple suggestions. You know, I just say use your damn spidey sense, man. Like, wherever you at, you see somebody walking down your street, 600 pounds, with a motherfucking gun on the hip on one side, an extra clip on the other side, and they 600 pounds with an ATF t-shirt on. Motherfucker. Yo, that's a motherfucker that's out there cosplaying with y'all, man. You understand? Like, just we looking at that type of shit. Like, hold up, you know what I mean? Like, and then my second suggestion, which is more true to my heart, it's like, goddamn, we need to pretty much expect that the anti-black elements in these cities involved, like Portland, Detroit, Chicago, Albuquerque was what he named. The anti-black elements that's already out there, they're going to be using that shit as an opportunity to fucking cosplay and be pulling off vigilante missions on black people. So what I'm going to say is we need to be educated and ready to be on our toes behind this shit. We need to be doing what they do. Motherfucker, they're going to be pulling roadblocks. They're going to be pulling extractions. They're going to be cosplaying, pulling roadblocks and motherfucking extractions. We need to be cosplaying, pulling roadblocks and extractions. I knew y'all probably knew that was going to be my answer, right? Y'all knew that was going to be my answer. This is a motherfucking they go low, we go low channel. I don't just change just for nothing. I don't change. My shit be the same. Straight real, right? Motherfucker, if we find out anybody black get roadblocked by one of these cosplay motherfuckers shortly after, we need to cosplay and do a roadblock. It's like that. If we find out anybody black get cosplayed and extracted by one of these no-name, no-brand motherfuckers playing, we need to cosplay and then do an extraction. We need to be doing everything everybody else is doing, y'all. This is the basic of the shit. That's all I can say. Remember I told you the shit. One last thing I don't like about this shit. Oh, let me check the comments before I go on. Let me run over here real quick. I don't want to forget. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. And all that behavior. Don Ashanti, what's good? Don Ashanti says the I can say it. The deputization of white America. There you go. The white supremacists have been training to fight themselves. Black America, we the catalyst for this. Hey, that's a unique take. It's a unique take. I look at it as some back against the wall shit. Like, I'm back against the wall, so it's like, okay, really? We got moves we got to make. I'm looking at all that. Operation Urban Shield is in live effect. They said, Trump said he was going to do this. Operation Legend or Legend. That's a disrespectful ass title, taking that little black boy's name like that. But he said he was going to do this before the Rona hit. It's going to be Operation, what the fuck? Operation something. Reclaim something or something. He had a dumbass name for it. But then the Rona hit and then he postponed it. And now they running behind this Chicago shit as a catalyst. That's the point I want to get at, Don Ashanti. Glad you brought it up. But one thing I don't like about this shit is that we're now watching white supremacist society frame this shooting in Chicago at a funeral home this week. And Donald Trump is, I'm saying white supremacist, but we're talking about Donald Trump, the white supremacist, his motherfucking ass. He's framing this shooting that happened in Chicago this week that we heard about as a catalyst to why these no-name agents are being sent to these protest zones and being allowed to stomp around and shit, right? And as I read through his speech that he gave, this dude is pandering to the parents of the black kids. I want to say that. I I don't think that's forgivable for him to be pandering to the parents of black kids who've been killed by gunfire. I don't respect that. In the midst of all that, he goes on this motherfucking diatribe about Chicago. He got like about 4 or 5 paragraphs straight about Chicago. He gets on Portland a little bit, he touch on Albuquerque a little bit, he touch on Kansas City, Missouri a little bit. Then he go paragraph for paragraph on Chicago, right? I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. So let's just talk murder in Chicago, since he want to make the specter out of Chicago and murder in Chicago as being what ticked this off, right? Because that's not factually accurate, punk ass Trump, you lying bitch ass motherfucker. That's what we'll come to find out. So let's talk murder in Chicago real quick. The 2020 facts of it, since Trump want to keep Chicago nuts in his mouth like that and keep hyper sensationalizing Chicago. But don't never want to talk about the white supremacist vigilantes that be going into black communities and shooting people and planting guns in the community and pulling all kind of ops and monkey game type shit in black communities. You don't want to talk about that shit. Running up in Chicago with all that shit. He don't want to talk about none of that shit. Hoe ass motherfucker. But the New York Times, they reported in 2020, the murder for 2020 in 36 cities. They put out 36 major cities, including Chicago. Chicago's one of them. It's up 21.8% this year in all of these major cities combined. I'm assuming that's an average out of all of them combined, right? Let me get my stat up here so y'all can see. And with Chicago, so y'all can know, murder is actually down 6% from the year 2017, I guess when they were last pulling the data. So it's actually down from a few years ago. Wasn't no Operation Legend he trying to run 2017. So what the fuck happened? What the fuck? Murder is actually down. So why is this all of a sudden an alarm being rung? You understand? Where's all this sending the troops energy coming from? Y'all know? Oh, I guess I could describe what y'all looking at on the screen. So on the screen, it just says, New York was up 25% compared to what last year's murder rates for them up to this point. And then it says Chicago down 6% 2017. Quick facts. Murder is up this year in all these different places. Murder is up, murder is up. You saw Chicago. It's like 3 different cities that's above Chicago in murder percentages. But Trump bitch ass gonna talk about Chicago. Indianapolis, New Orleans, Nashville. These are places that have higher murder numbers in Chicago this year, 2020. Y'all looking at it right here. We looking at it. So where is all this sending the troops energy coming from? Like I said, Trump is super hot about that defund the police behavior that the protests have been kicking up. He mentioned that in his speech. He said, man, I'm not finna defund the police. He doubled down. It was like, I'm not finna defund no police. I'm gonna give grants. So I'm gonna give 61 million in grants to police now out of this shit. So the police are going to be getting more money. They're not going to be defunded. He's basically being defiant in the face of the calls for defund the police. Because them all being on the street ain't helping shit, which is obvious. But he's a motherfucking defiant little son of a bitch. He's just going to defy the real shit. Defy what's there. Don Shanti said, you got the data. You know what I mean? I'll bring a chart or 2, dog. I keep them, man. Bring them to y'all. But like I said, man, Trump, he hot about that. He hot about that defund the police shit. But that said, I don't care what you hot about, Trump. You don't get to make Chicago out to be whatever you want it to be. just for your base to be happy or for your political ploys or whatever. So white supremacist society right now, they playing a rope-a-dope game with black people right now. They doing the Muhammad Ali with us right now. They playing rope-a-dope. Feel me on this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and all that good shit, right? They're trying to tire us out, y'all, is my submission. I'm going to say they're trying to tire us out with the lies and exaggerations about Chicago day in and day out. So we just eventually give up and say, oh man, Chicago is just bad. Nah, fuck that. They're trying to tire us out, and it's up to us. We got to stay keeping it true to Chicago. We got to stay keeping it true to Chicago's name from being hyper-sensationalized for their little white supremacist grudge. They done had a white supremacist grudge against Chicago since Obama, because that's where Obama from. That alone is the source of the target on Chicago's back for the past 11, 12 years. As petty as that sounds, that is the source of a lot of the anguish that Chicago has seen. A lot of the white supremacist society investing hate, and as much hate as they can cloud over that city, it's based from Obama being from there. That's what it is. That shit is corny. That shit is corny, Trump. Trump, you're corny, Trump. You're corny like the motherfucking Cheetos that you're colored after, homie. You're corny, Trump. You pulling a damn PR move for the savage white race soldiers that got the protest started to begin with, and for the savage white people we see at these protests. Let's keep that shit a buck about these protests, man. Everybody you see out these protests, what do we see? Everybody that's throwing the bricks, everybody that's burning down the buildings, everybody that's blasting out the buildings, everybody that's batting down shit, everybody that's rioting for real, running around with swords and shit. It's white people. This is Trump doing a PR move for white people's sake. He got to put a blackface on this shit. He got to blackface this thing right now is what he's going through. You got to clean all that up. All the shit that's happening fucked up with the protests on the news every night, you know that's not because of us. So you got to clean that up and make it look black somehow. Punk ass Trump, that's what your bitch ass doing. This whole escalation of federal police, love all that shit. This is PR and a white supremacist womb licking fest. Like y'all heard me term that before. White supremacist womb licking is what it is. So we gotta do our research. As black folk, man, we can't play. We gotta do our research on this shit. I heard a few folks in black media talking that dumb shit. Oh, see, it's out of control in Chicago. That's why the police finally had to come in there with the federal police. Nah, y'all. Nah. Nigga, shut up. Do research. Do research before you speak and see what's up for real. Don't let them shame black people and blackface this thing. And blackface these kind of escalation events in the face of contrary evidence. Goddamn. Chicago is not a hyper killing ass place compared to the most killingest ass places out here. Motherfucker, don't let them do that shit. Don't let them cloud that over whatever place they want to cloud it over just because they mad at some shit. They don't get to just make up fake ass shit just because they mad, y'all. We got to hold everybody accountable to the truth. You understand? Fuck that they white and they white supremacists. Motherfucker, always double down and check on their ass and bear down on the facts when they slip up lying about some shit. You understand? We gotta stop feeling inclined to attack ourselves like that. I hate when I see black folks do that shit. We gotta not attack ourselves so quickly. Motherfucker. This whole thing's, like I said, it's white supremacist society playing motherfucking checkers, if you can believe that. They really bottomed out with this type of shit, man. Like I said in my Nick Cannon video, man, it's like how Nick Cannon got the reaction from the Jewish community. You talk the truth about the Jews. We're gonna call you anti-Semitic. It's like that with this motherfucker and these individuals that are orchestrating this shit together. You sat up and told the truth about white supremacist, devil-ass police. We're gonna blame Chicago and say they're the reason for the federal police coming out. Goofy fuck shit. You know what I mean? Trump doing goofy fuck shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, yo. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Get the fuck with the Teespring. Everything we need. Don't forget to fuck with my black agenda politician behavior that I'll be like to pop on this channel. So they be highlighting. Brother Kofi Changamire, what's good? You know, he's the guy that was running for council in Baltimore. But it's all good. He didn't win, but it's all good. It's all good. We're going to do good things with him soldiering on for the sake of black Baltimore. District 9. Real behavior we got going on out there. But I'm going to get at y'all.